Oh boy. Hi everybody and welcome back to the letter. What are you loading, mouse? Java update available. Great. Fuck out of my. Alright. So we left off. I don't know. I don't know where we left off. I like to give you all a little recap of where we left off, but today I cannot. Wow, where were we? This is the 19th. 519. 528. Ha! Look at me doing the maths. Doing the maths of the months. Doing the maths of the months at the time. Goodbye, birds. So we left off at the start of a party. I'm pretty sure that's where we left off. We got new stuff. Oh, cool. I'm best friends with her. I think her relationship is just a tad higher than, God, pop-ups are rare. A tad higher than Luke's. I think it's just a tad higher, and that makes me giggle. And she does not like Ashton too much, does she? Cars line up in the driveway, peppering the front of the mansion with vehicles of every kind. Grand Tourers, supercars, even the odd high-end muscle car or two, convertibles, grand saloons, and other luxury cars can be seen being parked by valets. Oh boy, she got a valet. Not even one, just two. A handful of cabs drive off, possibly for those who thought it's too troublesome to bring their own cars. I haven't read in a while, as you can tell. There are at least 2 different media vans as well. Dude, how you cannot be this popular? You're just a normal human being who have not done anything spectacular in your life but buy a haunted mansion, which, personally, I think was not a good idea. They're all here for what may be considered the biggest event of the year for Luxembourg. I mean, it's okay. So far. Who knows what we'll plan for the winter holidays? Oh dear God.
Welcome everyone.
Oh no.
Please, make yourselves at home.
Make yourself friendly with the ghost. You know, they live here too. Some of the guests idle, enjoying the warm, if not strange sunshine we are experiencing before gloomy skies inevitably return. They greet acquaintances and friends with warm smiles, others less so. From where I stand, I can see the hierarchy of power, the ties that bind these individuals here, whether through convenience or necessity. However, there are also few who are not here to further cement their current place in high society. I'm completely lost. Oh, wait, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Such as the young man with his oriental air. Really? Ignorant of the looks he receives from women and men alike.
Be careful with Shirley, alright?
Who's... Oh. Or that rose-haired woman talking on her phone while she looks unsure of why she's here exactly. Same.
Yes, I'm at the party already, Mom. Yes, I'll say hi to her if I can.
Ooh. I see Zachary, the photographer, as well. He talks to a few of the other media crew with an air of familiarity.
I was just here a few days ago, yeah.
Yeah.
And the inside is huge, but the staff are pretty helpful if you get lost.
They hand you a map on your way in. Oh God, this guy. And then there are people like the chief inspector. People who I can never be too sure about. People who stand on the border between being suspicious and being trustworthy.
Thank you for the invite, Anna. Husband still missing, I see.
No, he's in the basement dead. It's fine. He's in a
I
body
should be
bag.
saying the same of your darling Rochelle, Lee. The doctors again?
She told me she'll just be in the gardens. Bet she's lying and that she's somewhere around mingling, gossiping with the other ladies.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
No offense, but that seems to be all you ladies do at these parties.
No.
And aren't you gossiping right now?
Oh.
Yes, well, what about Luke?
Like I said, in a body bag in the basement.
Should we file a missing persons report now, or do you want to wait 24 hours?
He's around.
What?
You know, I can tell if someone's bluffing.
You're creepy as hell, but your lips are detailed like a motherfucker.
Don't tell me, let me guess. He's finally drunken himself to death and not wanting a scandal. You've hidden his body.
Oh my God, he knew!
I was wanting to give this housewarming gift to him personally,
He
too.
knew! He knew I was hiding the body! Oh my God.
It's a plate that holds a wine glass so he can stop killing himself with liquid lunches.
What?
Looks like it's too late for that.
Yeah, he's dead.
Nothing like that. Besides, this is a hardly polite conversation.
Oh, relax. I'm just trying to be cheeky to lighten the mood. It's not like I want Luke dead.
You sure?
The man doesn't serve dodgy plonk like the others when I visit.
Dodgy
He pays
plonk?
his respects well enough.
What is a dodgy plunk?
I could use a glass of wine or 3, actually.
Or 3? I'm gonna scoop myself in my chair real quick. In my desk. There we go. All scooted it and stuff.
Michelle's been in a horrid mood. Threw her stilettos at me the other day and almost took an eye out.
Yo, you don't mess with a girl with heels, okay? That's just a rule. You don't mess with a girl with heels.
Not sure if this is how it usually goes, but I blame the pregnancy.
Hormones, am I right?
I wouldn't know, would I?
Man,
Still no plans for a baby?
we're just throwing shade when Luke isn't even here.
Well, I guess that's for the best. If it's this bad now, I can't even imagine how bad it'll be when that little baby bump becomes huge.
What? Have I mentioned how I don't trust him no matter how hard I try to do so? At least he brought a gift, I
Why
suppose.
don't you just go inside and have some wine, Lee?
Think I will, thanks.
Just get out of my face. Greetings such as these carry on as the guests continue to trickle in. Whether we have short conversation or merely shake hands and nod heads, I make sure to attend and welcome each of them. As for the first hour passes by, the rest of the stragglers and I adjourn to the ballroom. Any latecomers will have the attention of the porter instead. I have other duties to attend to now. My eye is like crying. Ugh, look at all these faceless people. Oh. Look at her butt. Look at her boobs. My goodness, lady. Hosting parties is always the same old song and dance, no matter how big or small it is. You make sure your guests are well fed, have good company, and have them generally enjoy themselves. So when my opening remarks are done, when the band has started to play and the guests have started eating, I find myself wandering around aimlessly unless I am pulled aside. For a while I stay with a small group and entertain them before excusing myself. And then they're not anymore watching me. I end up watching them. And they don't listen, I do. When they don't listen, I do. What? A local banker is having trouble with his daughter. He wishes to marry her off, but she wants nothing more than to make music. Oh! One of our hotel managers worries about the stolen belongings of one of his patrons and failing security, which should be brought up to higher authority soon. I don't care. Our mayor, well, his cat died. Then there is that rose-haired woman once again. It is hard not to notice her when she is distinct with her distinctive locks. She also lacks the grace that others ladies have, though that does not make her any less beautiful. Alright. Her stance and airs she exudes instead of our strong. Whoa! 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 I think I had a stroke. I think I just had a mini stroke there. Her stance and the air she exudes instead are strong, and they make her stand out despite her casual attire. Many men have already given her their attention, though each invitation to dance has been turned down. I approach, intrigued, although it is no great mystery what occupies her attention, with the glance she keeps sending toward the boy with the oriental hair. Ash? She remains unaware, though, even as I stand beside her, pretending that I am there for a drink.
You would catch his eye a lot better if you wore nicer clothes, don't you think?
Yeah, that's a great way to start a conversation, Hannah.
Didn't realize the housewarming was going to be this fancy. I would have gone with a nice dress if I knew.
Oh, you're fine, dearie. It's only really the parvenus, those who climb, that come to these parties all dolled up. Quite the black-haired beauty, isn't he?
Should hear his ringtone. Oh, God. The boy comes over, but I do nothing to speak any softer. He merely passes by, and it is a wonder he doesn't hear what I say.
Who, Ash?
You know, you really shouldn't have turned down those offers. If I wasn't married, I'd happily go dancing with those young men.
Ooh, young men.
But you said a name. Ash. That's the exquisite lad you've been looking at all this time.
Are we talking about the same guy here?
I don't know him, and I'm the one hosting this party. That must mean you know each other. Is he your boyfriend then? Because that would explain those rejections.
She's getting personal. So quick, and Rose does not look like she's having any of it. In all my life, I've never seen a face grow so red. The shade of her hair did not help as well. And this is the most pink I've seen a person, really.
What? No, that's ridiculous. He isn't my boyfriend.
Is he though?
Such a violent reaction. A simple no would have sufficed. Many here would be happy to hear it.
And I haven't been looking at him.
That's right. You've been staring. Quite heatedly, in fact. Although I'm not sure if you look like you want to kiss him or kill him.
Both.
It's more the latter currently.
Just don't go murdering him on my property.
We don't need another ghost in this house.
I don't want to walk into a room and suddenly find a body there.
I waver as I feel the burning of someone's stares. It is chilling, and though I'm used to enduring the gaze of others, this one makes hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Oh, here we go. Yo! Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It is chilling, and though I'm used to enduring... I read that. My attention is... Look at Hannah's face like... Oh! No! My attention is pulled from the girl, and I see a woman staring. Dark-haired and dirty, she looks more like a beggar than I guessed, and I have half a mind to call security. You have security? At her when my mouth breaks into a grin. Oh, when her mouth breaks into it. Ooh, I regret ever getting this game. I regret ever getting this game. All I hear is her laughing, taunting. Her stare makes my blood run cold. You can go away now. She looks at me like I am nothing but a pig to slaughter for her amusement. It makes my hand shake and I nearly drop my drink. Please be gone now. Oh my god. I come into this game just like everything's gonna be fine, but when this happens, I realize I made such a big mistake, because I know it's going to get so much scarier, and I just don't think. But then in a blink, she is gone, and the buzz from the party returns.
I'll keep that in mind, but are you alright?
Oh.
Yes, sorry. I just thought I saw something strange. It must be the trick of the light. Anyway, on a right, as you must already know.
Gonna scoot my chair back in. Oh boy.
Rebecca Gales.
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 Name is familiar like a fond memory. Alright. I recall a kind lady, a private tutor who treated me like her own daughter when I was young. She'd even bring me food when there was no need to do so. Usually stavies or stovies, which I honestly hadn't been too keen about, though I ate them nonetheless because she brought them for me.
Oh, the professor! And your little Becky!
My parents couldn't make it since they're in Scotland right now. And Mom says hi, by the way. But yeah, that's me. Little Becky. We met once before.
How much older is she from you?
Yes, oh, I remember you! You were the cutest little thing with glasses!
Oh my god.
And when we met, you were having boy troubles with this lad called something with an A.
Oh, I wonder.
What was it again?
I just can't quite put my finger on it.
Aaron, Alan, Adele, Albert, Alexander, Andrew?
Just go through every name on the list, girl. You'll get there eventually. The more I list off names, the more red and the more quiet Becky becomes. Oof. She starts to look a bit miserable as her body language shows discomfort and stiffness. Perhaps I've triggered a horrid childhood memory. Surely I hadn't been mean when she visited with her mother. I don't quite remember all of it.
Ashton! Ash!
Yell it louder, maybe he'll come over.
That man is that boy! The same one. Oh, goodness me, after all these years!
My back hurts so much I gotta scoop myself in. There we go.
I can see why, though. He's quite dashing.
You don't really need to announce it to everyone within earshot, you know? Keep it down.
I'm so sorry, but it really is cute.
And a tad bit sad.
This is a nice party, Miss Wright.
Look at my cheek.
Please, Anna's fine. We're friends of a sort, aren't we? We must be friends, seeing as I know about your little infatuation, Becky.
I don't want to be friends.
Don't you worry, dearie. You'll have your happy ending yet.
But you won't.
I'm not too concerned about that, am I? That's not what I'm looking for.
Oh? And what makes you think that? Doesn't everybody want their happy ending?
The idea of happy endings sounds like they're just for fairy tales. And they are, sorta. I don't think you can just sit around, trapped in some tower and hope for the best. If you love them, you have to fight for it, right?
I guess.
You're not just going to sit there and hope that everything will just fix itself on its own. Like everything, you have to work at it.
She's gonna make Hannah think about her relationship now. I bet you $2 she's gonna make Hannah think.
But what do I know?
There's a grimace, although she starts to relax about my presence, around my presence. How long has it been since we met as children? Certainly a long time. Where are these words coming from? She was tiny back then, if I recall correctly.
I'm sure the daughter of the two greatest professors I've ever known is smart enough to know what she's talking about. But have you told him how you feel? And it's been what, 20 years?
Jesus!
17, actually.
Oof.
But no, not yet. He can be a bit dense.
Really?
I was hoping that maybe he'd notice on his own and...
Well, that won't do. What if you two become husband and wife? He's not to be dense when he's sworn himself to another person.
I God hope not.
Why, you might just as well consider leaving before the day's even begun.
If that happens, I'll have to give him a good ear bashing, won't I?
I am completely lost on the conversation.
Whoever anyone ends up with, it's not going to be a perfect relationship anyway. There's going to be things you'll love and things you'll hate about the other person. We're just humans. It's funny. Here I am, trying to give you advice when you did the very same thing back then. I remember you giving me a makeover when we were still kids. And you were the first I told anyone about my... crush.
Even though it's painfully obvious. I do remember now that she mentions it. Did I give her that yellow summer dress or the pink blouse and the petticoat? She must have kept some of what I said in mind. It feels ridiculous remembering all of that years later. I like how we just completely shook off the creepy lady in the background. Talking about boys and how they go crazy for pretty girls as if some gospel every woman should adhere to. What? It was so easy to say such things then, with me not knowing any better. Though looking at her now, she must have kept some of what I said in mind. Perhaps I did say something Perhaps I did say something good at the time, enough for her to take it to heart. But all that didn't matter in the moments as I mull over what she just said in my head. Ha! She is thinking! What Becky told me is very different from what Marianne told me. There was no time to ponder over that, however, as a hush descends upon a once lively crowd. I'm backing up! I'm backing up! There's gonna be a ghosty! There's gonna be a ghosty! Alright, let's turn my volume down in my headphones and get ready for some spooks. And maybe even a QTE, alright. The music of the strings and the chatter slows to a grinding halt as the door from the foyer opens. I'm gonna save. I'm just gonna save. No, not over that. Save over this. The last of the latecomers should have arrived moments ago. And anyone else is late would simply be too embarrassed to show their face. So this can only be the person, rather one man. There's only one man who is audacious enough to arrive at his own party so late.
Good evening, ladies and gents.
Okay, it's just
Enjoying
you.
the party.
I can turn my volume back up. It's just you. It's just so quiet. I got worried.
I hope I'm not too late in welcoming you all to the right mansion.
You're pissed drunk, aren't you? Unlike I who was raised in the spotlight and simply grew used to its presence, he sought it out every chance he could when there was no spotlight that shone. And I'll never put it against him when he smiles like that. Psst. That lovely drunken smile. He did so quite brilliantly under the scrutiny when he channels his showmanship. He can tell by the way people's eyes light up as he speaks. How they listen enraptured, even if all he's doing is a simple greeting. A little wave of his hand here and a little smile there and a bit of swagger. I always tell him that, if he's not to be a businessman, he'll do well as an entertainer. Well, he ain't that funny. I really don't know. I love the sight of him, especially when he looks at me and beckons me over to humbly share his place. Not a single second is wasted as I excuse myself from Becky's side and make my way to Luke's.
Welcome one and all to our humble abode.
Okay, but are we forgetting the fact that he's late?
Tonight, if you have yet to find yourself in your roles, you are our ladies and lords of the court of your king and queen. If you would excuse my presumptuousness.
What?
So, enjoy the feast that has been laid out for your senses as we only allowed the best to be served. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone.
The fuck? There's a round of applause, cheers, and even some hoots. Guests approach us left and right, shake hands, and greet him personally, praises on their lips. It is because of this that I do not see her. Oh, you know what? you know what? You know what? It's been 20 minutes. It's been 20 minutes. That means it's time to end the episode. It's time to go. I am stupid. I am stupid for leaving it off here. Because when I come back, I'm not going to remember this. I'm not going to remember that she is going to show up. And I'm going to be fucked. I'm going to be mega fucked. You know what? Here, let's save. Let's save here. Actually, let's save here. Shall I click to the next line just to see what we're in for next? All right. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna click to the next one. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Okay, bye-bye.